G'day, I'm Blxz and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. So we push Australia and we try and take over the whole world. Or well, fuck the world, let's just try and survive at this point. So this is the state of the world in current play. Australia has basically all of Oceania, apart from a couple of these little islands out here. Japan has just finished taking over the British Raj, and we've taken off Ceylon to deny another 80 navy slots to the British. And I'm thinking what we're gonna do now is head down and try and take over possibly Madagascar, or even move into Africa somehow. I've looked at going east and it's not really anything that we're likely to gain from. If we go too close to the US, they're likely to destroy us. And going west, where there's probably things that we can pick off. We may be able to eventually, if the Germans hold on long enough, it's going to be a long time, we may be able to contribute in some small way to that fight, even if we do eventually secure the Suez or something up here. It currently appears to be unguarded, but you never know, we don't really have the intel in the area. So what I'm thinking of doing, they're doing reasonably well down here. What I'm thinking of doing is marching over this way. I have already set up our naval dominance stuff in the background. We're going to need to get a couple of garrisons as well. So let's throw in a couple of police divisions and throw them into Perth. I think 4 will be enough to hold Sri Lanka. It's probably more than enough, but we've got enough manpower to keep us going for a while anyway. So let's get those ticking over. They are... Yep, we've already got the equipment for them, which is great. We've got a fair few motorised. We're actually doing well with that. How many have we got? 2,000. Nearly 2,500. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Once we get some tanks underway, I think we'll be in a good position. We only need a couple more, but is that? Let's have a look at that. It flicks between need and... No, okay, we actually only need a couple more. Holy shit, wow. So we've entirely replaced everything with weapons 3. We're not fielding any weapons 1, 2, or any basic equipment. So we do have a whole bunch of leftover old equipment if required. But I think what we can do is once these heavy tanks done, we'll be able to roll off these other ones. You know, actually that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start... I can't do it. What I'm going to do is throw in... Let's create a variant. We've got a fair bit of battle experience. I'm going to want probably speed. Speed and reliability are the two things I'm going to be going for. I'm not going to need that much reliability. So throw in a main gun as well. Ups our soft attack, our hard attack, and our piercing are up. That's all good. 180, we can just afford that. I'm going to call this the Kangaroo class heavy tank. I'm going to throw a couple of these in. Throw them up right up the very top. So they get preferentially done. We're actually going to dump off all this here. It hasn't grown too much, and there's a lot of factories there that I can use. I'll throw that in there. We've actually got everything we need for these 3 main ones at the top that I want. So I'm actually quite impressed with that. If I dropped... No, we still do need a couple more. So I'll leave that on. And the support equipment is still building up as well. We haven't got much of a surplus there. So... I'm going to build these up for a while, and then we'll be able to, I think, once we build up a bit more army experience, throw out another tank division, which will be very nice. We'll need at least 15 to throw out anything, because we have to change these over to heavy tanks, and they're 5 each. So we'll need at least 15 army experience, so I probably shouldn't have spent it all on that tank, on second thoughts. Anyway, let's work on how... Are we going to skip all these little islands, or are we going to island hop our way down? Let's have a look at one slot. 0, and they've got 2. Yeah, little tiny islands. And see, trying to say that, you know, this island here, Reunion Island, 1 was as big and industrially important as Tasmania in the original game. In the base unmodded game, this is considered a tiny island, the same as Reunion, and there is no way that 250,000 people with population centre down here, population centre up here, and a whole lot of industry along this coast here would be the equivalent of Reunion. So that's why I did make it up into a small town. And with technology, it actually does make it a reasonable industrial area. 7 slots when I got fully maxed out on tech is pretty good. I think it started with 2 or 3 maybe 4. I forgot what I put it at. So, well, what we're going to do is we're going to need to... I think at this point we'll be better off just jumping down to Madagascar, and that'll give us the ability to jump up here as required and then jump further into South Africa. So let's go... I think we're going to go 4 and 4. You're going to go from here to... where's the port? Port's over here. You can take that port. And you guys... I'm going to use you 4 to go from there. And you're going to appear in just south of that. Okay, 14 days, 2 weeks, and we're ready to invade. No template for heavy tanks, that's fine. I'm really only using it to build practical. Actually, yeah, what I've done was stupid. I shouldn't have put all that army experience into that tank, because I'm researching another one in 25 days. Ah, well, doesn't matter. We make stupid mistakes occasionally. I probably could reload the save. I've only just begun the episode, but I'm not going to save scum this one. We're going to be playing... ooh, it's interesting. We're going to be playing an Iron Man game here. Okay, military factories in Sulawesi. We have a fair few. So I could probably start trading for more resources now that I think we've built this up quite a bit. I've got 3 runs worth of, what are they called? Shipyards, dockyards. I've got 61 factories. What I might be better off doing is actually jumping in and throwing in a few civilian factories here and there on these little islands. Let's throw in a couple more there and there. And now those civilian factories, you're thinking, why more civilian factories? I don't need that more. What I'm going to do now is begin trading, and these ones are going to replace the ones I'm trading out. So what I would like is aluminium would be nice, steel would be good. I think steel is the most important thing I need at this point in time, because I'm using so very much of it. So let's go steel. We can get more from Japan. We're going to need more convoys, but the steel will help with that. Well, okay, we couldn't get that much steel by the looks of things. Let's have a look. Unfulfilled import requests. They can't give us that much, so let's go 1 back. Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, let's go 1 back and try that. Yeah, it's a bit better. It's fully delivered at least. Now, we haven't got enough for... we've got enough for all our land equipment. That's what I need. I could move that up if I needed more, but I'm happy with where we are. Those there. Okay. Let's check that out. Let's begin this plan as well. It's time to invade. 20th of June and 21st of June. Happy birthday to me. Okay, Madagascar, I don't expect to have any garrison here. There might be one on the port if we're lucky, or if we're unlucky. But other than that, there's unlikely to be anything down here. We're just going to dive in and take over. And then from there, we can leap right into South Africa. Again, not a huge number of resources here. A bit of chromium, which could be handy. Some steel might be useful. But what it'll allow us to do is give us a foothold and possibly push up. We may even declare on Portugal and see what happens there. Fabricate on Portugal. It'll only take us less than a month at this point. Now we've got the heavy tanks. I'm going to research self-propelled artillery. I don't expect to use any of them because I really am running it low on IC. But if I do get more later on, then I might throw in a couple of self-propelled tank ones. Now we're going to switch over, unfortunately, to the heavy tank 3, which is, oh wow, it's using up our steel already. Which is unfortunate in that I did waste all my land effort, my land army experience, which was a real waste. Doesn't matter. How's this war going? Reasonably well. How's that one going? It's a good trade. It's a very good trade, all things considered. Soviet Union is nearly 3/4 towards capitulation, and they've lost approaching 7 million people. So Germany, I think, is doing well. Unfortunately, they're losing their heartland now. I would probably be actually better off. What am I going to do here? Once this invasion down south finishes, I think I'm actually going to transfer over here and try and help out in some small way. I don't know what I can do, but I can't let Germany fall. I have no idea what I'm going to do here. But they're not holding as well as I'd hoped for. I might be able to invade up, take the Suez, and from there buy myself enough time to jump into southern Italy. Let's see how this goes. What are you doing? Okay. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is, let's get rid of both of those. I'm going to need an invasion plan. Alternatively, I could just jump up here and invade from it's the size of that port. It's a reasonable size, but they may lose it in the near future. Perhaps I'd be better off invading up here somewhere and taking over. I think I'm too far away to help Germany. Germany is going to fall, which is going to be bad. I probably would be better off sticking to my current... I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to think about this. As we invade down here. What are we going to do? People, what are we going to do? Japan's doing very well. They're pushing back. What are they better off? Ignoring what's happening over here to Germany? And just throwing my lot in with Japan here only. Let Germany fall. I mean, they're tying up. They're doing a lot of damage. A lot of damage to the Soviets. And if they fall, then the Soviets back to square one. They'll be able to take over and they'll be even stronger than they were. Now, it's the middle of the year. Although there appear to be snow anyway. Let's grab... What am I going to grab? Let's grab the resources. No idea. I might try and take Suez. I'm going to see how much stuff is in the area, in the region. I might land up near this port here, try and take the Horn of Africa. Which means I will need... Yep, you're going that way. When you're finished, you're going to come back this way. But actually what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do this is by... Okay, we've got forces over here that are doing nothing. U8. I'll invade from here to there. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to cancel that one because we don't have ships for it. We've got U8 are going to invade over to there. While U8, we're going to go from here to the port. Okay, 28 days. Yeah, I reckon that's the way we're going to do. We're going to jump in here in the eastern part of Africa. We're going to try and gradually push up. I may even do some further naval invasions up once we've got a couple of ports in closer and can bring our ships across. Okay, we've got some good tanks. A modern tank is a while off, so I might be better off. Taking rockets and going for jets. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do for now. So how's our radars over here going? Yeah, we've got decent radar coverage. It's a bit wasted unless we go on the defense, but that's fine. Not particularly bothered with that. Going well. Are you marching south? Yes, you are, but very, very slowly. Okay, nearly halfway with the invasion. Now, I don't know what I'm going to expect over here. I don't expect to see very many forces at all. I mean, it would be good to get... British Raj. It would be good to get a number of motorized divisions done up. Ah, night vision, that's good. Let's go... actually would like to upgrade our Marines a bit further. It would be good to get a number of motorized divisions done up in advance, because we could probably send them through, charge up. So let's see, let's train a couple of those. How many are we going to need? If we build them over here in Darwin. 5. If we go 12, we've used up more than half our manpower. That's good. I reckon if we do that, start with 12, and if we need more, we'll build more. I think that'll help us in Africa, moving through, because there's quite a distance here we need to move through. There's a lot of land to take. We need more convoys. How are our convoys going? Convoys are going slowly. If we bump them up, we now get 1 per day. I'll do that for a little while. And then we can... Yep, so stuff's still coming through, and we've got this under control. That's that one taken care of. You guys actually better to rebase up there. You can also... They are massively out of supply. Why is that? Probably because that is a very small naval base, which is a bit shit. But once we've got this one up here, we can just move them right over. These are, again, I think very small naval bases. This is all Ethiopian territory. But we'll see how that goes. 3 more days and we're ready to go. Convoys taken down. Excavation's good. Let's get more resources. Yep, get more resources. Yeah, it's not bad. 32 steel in Singapore. I'd forgotten about that. I'm glad we get that. It's a little bit of something at least. Sort of pales in comparison to the tungsten and everything. But it is very, very handy. Useful stuff. Ah, no, no. Oh, no, that's... Okay, we destroyed theirs. That's alright then. Oh, fuck. I thought we lost a whole bunch of stuff. Some Brazilian colonies got wiped out. That's no big issue. Romania joined the Axis. That is interesting. A little bit late for it, but they've joined it. They may be able to help out here with a fresh force. They're going to jump into the Yugoslavians. This may well help us out. Okay, look at here. Is it British Raj again? See if we can speed up a little bit. Doesn't really make much of a speed difference and just makes it choppy. Slow back down. Okay, the invasion begins. Here we go. Packs, nice. Let's go for more submarine stuff. Okay, the invasion is underway. Capital ship effort. Let's go rocket effort next because we're researching jets. Okay, we've got you. You're going to come down and support us. And the other half of you are going to run up and try and secure that. And I think we've got this one underway anyway. Done. Okay. We're in. You guys are going to jump straight in. That's a decent sized naval base as well. So I'm going to attach you to that front and you're going to, I don't know, just push off. Yeah, try going that way. Go for it. But anyway, I think this is where we're going to leave this episode here. We have begun the invasion of East Africa at the same time that Hungary has capitulated. So things are looking dark in Europe. I don't think we're going to get there in time. Germany is almost entirely taken, and they're basically left with their Polish territories, and it's not looking good. But in the meantime, they are really quite handily beating the Russians over here, although a couple of them have been caught in the pocket. These are dark times for the Axis at this point. The Allies look like they are taking the lead here. But anyway, I've been Blxz. This has been another thrilling episode of Hearts of Iron 4. Make sure to join me next time as we head in and take over the Horn of Africa and push up towards the Suez. Take care, and I will see you next time.